Yo, you will have no idea how perfect that timing was. I just went to the bathroom, came back right when the timer was at like 2 seconds. Meant to be. Is a good omen for a good stream, right? So, hi. Welcome to the Wialdy Show. That's the Wield. It's me, Wield. And, I don't know, it's a whatever Wednesday, so, it kind of seems to be tradition at this point, but, I plan on just consuming this here off-screen candy. And I'm just, I wanted to do the tier list thing like I did last week because I thought it was kind of fun. But I wanted to do one that wasn't going to take like forever. And then, I settled on two again like last week, but it's less memey. Is that a word? Memey? Meme-ish? It's less of a meme this time. Both lists are semi-serious as tier lists on the internet can be, from, someone you don't know, and maybe never will know. I hope you never know me. I mean, no offense. I hope you, know me, but don't know me, know the plant, but not the person behind the plant. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm gonna eat this now. Oh, and definitely be sure to get some water, too. I always make sure to have water, so you should make sure you are hydrated as well. It's healthy. I'm sorry. So, I'm going to be doing what I did last time and have the same exact game, Luck Via Landlord, in the background, foreground. But, oh, here, let me do it on this screen, so I don't mess it up. There. So this is my first one. I think it's the shorter of the two. Maybe, perhaps. Who knows? Oh no, I guess they're both kind of even in, yeah, they're about even, actually, I'd say, in, not importance, but length. And importance maybe, too, actually. But this is for drinks. For non-alcoholic drinks. Which is funny, considering that what I have drank it was not non-alcoholic. But it's this is the junior part of the stream. Then I'll play games after this, because it's whatever Wednesday, I can do whatever, and this is the whatever I was in the mood for. So, we got S, A, B, C, D. I feel like this should be an F. There needs to be an F every time. It's like the constant, So that's corrected. There always needs to be an S as well, which they did good. I do better with the grade system as opposed to a bunch of weird stuff like only this, excluding the S part. So I need I don't know, American education system. It's a grading system. I'm sorry, I can't help it. So, I tried to do every time I reached the rent payment, I would do whatever at the beginning, and then I disassembled and did whatever. I'm just gonna do whatever at the beginning, just whatever I feel, because it's whatever Wednesday, so I can do whatever. I'm the CEO of being weird, so I'll do the first rent payment, and then I'll just do how much ever I feel like doing before I continue playing. There's a lot of achievements I haven't even gotten to this, because I've mentioned last week, but this is kind of like a recent full release type of thing, and there's, oh my god, how many achievements here? I want to look to make sure I don't get the number wrong. 186. Yeah, that's a lot. So, if I happen to remember one of those along the way, I'll probably try to go for one, because getting achievements is fun. It's not necessary or my ulterior motive or anything like that. But it's fun to do, you know? I do them when I can. Three goldfish, sure. Like last time, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna forget my build as I'm going as well. But, you know, this is like a... So it's not just a tier list, because it's a stream, you know? Oh, I just realized this has more poop emojis than anything for a reaction. Well, I haven't looked very thoroughly at the list. I just thought it was a kind of fun thing to do. I hope I'm not getting into some deep water trying to do this list. Okay. I'll probably have some controversial picks like last time. Maybe not as controversial as my Monster Hunter ranking. Hopefully not. I'm actually kind of upset with myself for that ranking, just because, like, I wanted to get into it so much. Oh yeah, I also have a Sprite. Sprite is really good too. Spoilers, I guess, for that. Here, since I'm drinking it, and I just gave that away, I'd put it at A rank. It's comfy. Definitely not I'll take it if there aren't any other options. And it's above that, so yeah. A tier's good, I think. At least for me. I think that's generally a pretty sound consensus. I think a lot of people like Sprite, right? I hope so. Because it's good. It's a nice light drink, you know, not too heavy. Especially good if you're, you know, doing stuff like warehouse work or factory work, stuff where you're moving around a lot, construction, you know, stuff like that. Because I feel like for some reason it might be a mental thing, but like darker sodas kind of feel heavier, you know. I don't usually want those when I'm like really active in doing stuff. A&W root beer. That is... I know some people hate this, actually. I'm gonna put it at B. I think it's comfy there. I'd be happy to have some. I think that looks good. Almond milk. This one's a little difficult. I don't like it very much, but I also haven't tried it very much. So this is my current standpoint. May change in the future. If I'm feeling good afterwards. Apple juice, I would say, is B. Yeah. I'm kind of hovering between B and A. I think rated as a G. Capri Sun that's a C. I think that's about the definition of a C. At least nowadays, you know. How much to say about it? How much to say about many of these? I kind of want to get through the tier lists a bit faster than I did last time, because I felt like I took forever last time. I'd ideally like to not feel the high and drunk at the same time. Well, I'm buzzed, I guess. At the same time while I'm doing the tier lists. Because I also noticed last time I was going to rank them in order, like sequential order, you know. But I didn't even do that because I was just like, I was so out of it by the end of the tier lists. So not this time. Coca-Cola Cherry is above normal Coca-Cola. So I'd say A. S is for really special stuff, so I think that's what the S stands for, right? Is special. Something like that. And, oh, the good old chalky milk. That's an A or an L? An S. I'm off to a great start with speech 100. I'm gonna put it at A for now. We'll see what happens. I may intuitively bump it up. Coca-Cola is B for me. Yeah, B's. Actually, I was kind of considering putting it on this tier as Coca-Cola Cherry, but I don't think it deserves that. Cherry's better. And I don't even like cherry in many things in general. Like the artificial cherry taste, I'm not a big fan, so Coca-Cola did it right, I guess. I don't know. Oh yeah, am I gonna be also chastised for like calling it soda instead of like pop or Coke or fizzy drink or beverage? I hope not. If you call it something else though, I mean, you know, it's a tomato thing. I like them all. I like all pronunciations. I don't judge other people for it, so you know, that's the takeaway from today. Don't judge other people from their cultural differences. Appreciate everyone. I love everyone. Until I don't. This is, I believe, black coffee. Let me look here. Yeah, I don't see anything else that looks like it would be black coffee, so I think this is black coffee. And if this is black coffee, then C. Comfy C. I'm not a big coffee advocate. This is cranberry juice. Let me double check. I'm sorry, I gotta do this again. Like last time. I will hopefully be doing this with minimum things. The pictures aren't quite as difficult to interpret. Yeah, that's cranberry juice. I just want to make sure. There we go. This would be... Yeah, I'd also put this in C. It's you know, if there's nothing else. A&W cream soda, actually any cream soda for that matter for me is S tier. All the way. I love cream soda so much. Diet Coke is... It's not undrinkable, but I'm not a big fan of diet things, and that's one of the more oppressive ones in my taste buds. Diet Pepsi, I guess, would be spoilers there as well. Since I just said the thing about diet drinks. Diet fizzy. Dr. Pepper is S tier for me. Don't even have to think about that once. Well, I guess I do once. I don't have to think about it twice. One time is the chocolate. Eggnog is also S tier. And I don't know if that's because it's a seasonal thing or because it's so delicious, but I absolutely love it. And you'd be amazed how many people I've come across that I've never tried it before. But if you have not, if you're one of the people that have never tried it before, definitely try it at least once. But you know, make sure to get like a small individual container or something in case you don't have to, I guess. But yeah, I have to make my rent. Sorry, it was rent time. Yeah. I really like stacking up all of the suits, you know? They've got a nice synergy, if you can get a lot of them. Sure, bones arrows, any of the arrows are always good. And there we go. Perfect. Monster. I have not had this very much, but what I have had of it, it's a C. I've had better energy drinks, and I don't even, you know, like, what was the thing I was just saying? Cherry. Like the cherry flavoring. I'm not a big fan of energy drinks in general. There's, like, a select 2 that I like, and that's it. But that's just me, you know? That's just me in general. That's the whole point of a tier list, I guess, is objective as opposed to subjective. I think this is just Fanta in general. I don't see any of it. No, I see. Never mind. So which Fanta is this? Enhance. Pineapple. Wasn't there another pineapple thing here? Yeah, pineapple juice. But I guess this is, strangely enough, specifically pineapple Fanta. Which that would be the very first floor. Drum roll. I'm sure you know it's haven't tried. Haven't died. Haven't done that either. Maybe one of these days if I feel like it. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. Never even seen for that matter. I'll try it if I see it though. I like pineapples. These things, the fruit barrel kid drink things. These are A. I love them still. Sue me. I'll see you in court. Gatorade. I think Gatorade in general. However, the blue that they have here for the picture is the pinnacle of Gatorades in general. I used to love them. They're actually C now, I would say. Take it if there aren't any other options. Canada Dry. I don't like ginger ale. I can hardly even digest it. Fanta. Yeah, I guess this has to be a Fanta grape specifically, because there's another drink right here that's great as well. The Welch's. Fanta grape is A. Welch's grape is B. And I don't know if I have to elaborate on that, really. I feel like that... I shouldn't say it, never mind. I was gonna say that might be a common take, but... I don't know what people's takes and what soda that's grape flavored is in what order. However, if they had grape Kool-Aid, it would be higher than the Fanta, but still not S tier. So looking at spoilers, I see Kool-Aid here. I'm presuming that's just an advert for all things Kool-Aid in Kool-Aid food. So that's what I'm going to treat that as once I get there. Green tea is A. You'll come to find real quick that yeah, I said not a coffee advocate, I'm a tea advocate. However, hot chocolate is S tier. It's better than both. This is an iced coffee. Iced coffee is, okay, let me explain this pick as I do it. So this type of iced coffee, like a cold coffee with ice in it, or even without ice, just like a cold coffee, I don't like them. If it's, one of those, like, coffee slushy types of things, you know, like a frozen cappuccino type of thing, that would be S tier. But I don't see that here. So just know, like, in spirit, that's S tier. Iced tea is slightly higher than iced coffee, but I believe firmly in my own, my own realm. In the forest, in the forest. The real way to drink tea is hot. I'm sorry. That's just me. I respect people that drink iced tea and iced coffee and stuff. It's just not my thing, And at the end of the day, that's what tier lists are all about, is they're going to be different for different people. I respect everyone with all of their different rankings. Unless they, let's see, what would be the one thing that would just make me not respect whatever your tier list would be? Oh, you know what? I don't think I have one yet. We'll see what happens. I zoomed in to look at Kefir? 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 I've never tried it. I've never even heard of it. And same with this. What's that? Kombucha? I don't know what either one of those are. Never seen them or heard of them. Okay, I think everything else is familiar territory. Again, spoilers for myself, I guess. But I just want to make sure. Kool-Aid in general, question mark, is B tier for me. Of course, the grape and actually just the grape. Just the grape is the best flavor. I don't even think anything ties with it really. Minute Maid lemonade. This is a. Now see, here's the thing. I like lemonade, but this is like bottled soulless lemonade, you know? So it's B tier. If you like make some yourself, it's S tier. If it's made right. Not all homemade lemonades, but you know. Homemade lemonade as opposed to Minute Maid lemonade. So much rhyming. This is some type of tea? Lemon tea? I guess it would just be lemon tea? Or is that supposed to be hot tea? I don't even know. Oh, wait. There's a hot coffee, so I'm presuming this is hot tea. And if that's the case, then this is an S tier. I'll presume that's what this is. You know, tier maker, if you by some off chance see this, like the VOD or something, please add an option where you can hover over something and it tells you in a little pop-up window thing what it is. That would be a game changer for a lot of people, I'm sure. Milk is A tier. I'm a milk drinker. I probably couldn't visit Skyrim with a clear conscience. I'd be insulted left and right by just being called what I am. But I'll own it. I'm proud. I'll just be a shopkeeper, you know? Be an actual milk drinker in the world. Mountain Dew is... Oh, this doesn't even consider the other flavors, though. If you consider the other flavors, it's a beast. The standard default Mountain Dew is an A tier. But if we're including other... I don't see any others, so I'll presume it's overall, so I'll put it in S. Mountain Dew's really good, though. You know, I'm an epic gamer, so I gotta have my gamer fuel. That's not G Fuel. Spoilers, by the way. Not spoilers, actually, because it's not even on the list. But, yeah, G Fuel is, one of the 2 energy drinks that I like. Fanta Orange is B tier. Wait, where did I put the other Fanta? Fanta Grape, yeah, okay. That's right. I just want to make sure. I think this might just be orange juice in general. I'm gonna presume it's not just simply orange specifically, because if it was simply orange specifically, then that would probably be like C. But orange juice in general is a B. Hey, right next to the orange soda, so there we go. That's the drink that Kel loves. Pepsi. I'm really sorry about this, but it goes above Coca-Cola for me, like standard Coca-Cola. I think Coca-Cola Cherry is better than Pepsi, but it's, Pepsi is better than normal standard Coca-Cola. Pineapple juice is... Wait, where did I place that? Right, I placed it there. I forgot I made the tier, specifically for me. Yeah, it's a C. I like pineapples, but I'm not like a super huge fan of them in drink form, like normally if it's just, you know, standard run-of-the-mill pineapple juice. I like the texture. I won't say anything about it on pizza, but you can use your imagination. Then it made pink lemonade right next to it. Powerade, a lesser gator. It's still C tier though, actually. I couldn't rightfully give it a this suck. It doesn't suck. LaCroix, however, undrinkable. I hate it. And I don't even think that's an unpopular opinion. I'm actually kind of amazed they're even in business still. But that's just me. Maybe there are some fellow LaCroix fans out there. If so, A, I'm sorry, and B, I am sorry. There's a Sprite Cranberry with, who's the Sims character is this? LBJ. It's Lyndon B. Johnson. I'm kidding, it's LeBron James. He did the commercials. I have never tried that, actually. Despite all the memes, despite all the commercials. Actually, the commercial, I think, is what put me away from it. Because I really, really hate oppressive advertisements. So, if I see, like, a bunch of advertisements for one specific thing, I make it a point to avoid that thing. So, yeah, that's where I came from there. Fanta Strawberry. Strawberry's better than grape. I'm sorry. Strawberry flavored anything is always good for me. I can't name a single, I mean, aside from, like, you know, gross stuff like, you know, dentist paste or whatever they call it. You know what I mean. I had a recent encounter with dentist paste, so that's fun. That was yesterday. God, that felt like 5 days ago. All my days just blend together now. Just because I'm so busy. I'm a busy boy. Nesquik. I'm presuming this is all of them, even though the flagship here is strawberry. It's syrupy. I'm gonna say B. I think I'd choose it over other options that are, you know, like here, of course, lower. Well, aside from this. But this is an exempt tier. It's a special tier. And not S for special, it's other S question mark. So that does it. I'm gonna take a drink of water, and then I was gonna do some more spins to get to my rent payment, but I only have 4 left, so I might as well finish this out, right? Sunny D is D tier. It's fitting. Sunny D tier. Tomato juice. Tomato anything. I hate it. I hate tomato everything. Aside from fresh tomatoes that are like blended with stuff, or on a burger or something. No offense to my, you know, my tomato brethren. I know I'm a plant and I'm supposed to love all plants, but fuck tomatoes. Tomatoes can suck it. And not for me, because I want them near me. Tonic water also sucks. Actually, not undrinkable, but it sucks. There. That's a bit more generous. Tonic water is only good with specific drinks. That's its only function. So, what brand is this? Oh, it's as I like to call them, major. I don't think that's how you pronounce it. M-E-I-J-E-R? I don't know how people pronounce things. I'm a point. Thank you, by the way, Barbara Haskett, for making this tier maker thing that anyone can do ever. I shout her out as if I even know her. Or she did me a favor or something. I'm presuming, is this all water or is this bottled water? If it's bottled water, it's a C. If it's normal water, which is what I'm presuming because I didn't see any other water, S tier. Water is life. I live a water life. Hashtag water life. And a C. She didn't deserve all the poop emojis. That's pretty good coverage. I mean, it missed some things, sure, but, you know, what can you do? She's just out here trying her best. So I'll give her whatever this is. This smiley face out of 3 smiley faces. I don't know what this is supposed to be. These don't even look like hands, actually. They're supposed to be hands, but it looks more like feet clapping. Anyway, yeah, there's if you want to take a screenshot and put it on a postcard and send it to your family, I'm sure they'd really care about a femboy plant-boy's opinion on drinks that they've never met and never will meet, probably. But yeah, photo finish. There. So that's 1 of 2 done. I have... Here. I'm gonna add a little bit of suspense. Cool. I'm glad that arrow pointed to nothing. That's what I love in an arrow. It's like a spawn. It didn't mean it. It didn't want to hurt it. Wait, who the hell drank that? You drank that by default? Oh, right, yeah, I'm stupid. I knew it the whole time. The whole time. Here I am not even explaining the game. I don't even... I was just like, yeah, if you figure it out, it's self-explanatory, and then I don't even know. And I've put more than 100 hours into this. I don't know how many hours into this. Those are so fucking adorable. I love them. Again, not as much as cats, but all animals are great. I wonder if there's any animals I don't like. I don't think I've encountered any, aside from snakes, as I've said before, but that's like that's a me freaking out in person type of thing. I love pictures and videos of them. I just, I don't know, I have some type of chemical in my stupid brain that I guess is just like danger noodle bad, and I can't handle it. I freak out, like really hard. Snakes are like the final boss of my life, I guess. Okay. So, next tier list is, oh my god, it's really zoomed in. It's kind of goofy, but I thought it was actually kind of also secretly ingenious. It's household appliances. So here, let me give myself the silly person numbers, because as I said, I do much better with this would be A. That's great to hear. See? Look at that. I didn't mean to say C with the pun of the letter. But yeah, this is usually what my stance of C tier is middle range, you know? A lot of people look like at, say, B usually, B-ish as mid-range. I consider C mid-range, because that's like, you know, in the American grading system, that's average. C is average. So that's what makes sense to me, you know? D. I don't think I need this tier, you know? I never really have much need for an A tier, because I feel like if something's less than middle range, it's either slightly bad or really bad, you know? And usually I don't even use the tiers that are the bad tiers anyway, so that's me. And as I said, my list, I'm sorry, I'm the CEO. CEO mindset. So I guess this would just be bad then. Here, I'll give it its own flavor. Okay, so starting off, AC is S tier. I'm pretty sure these days anyway, most of us would be dead without AC. I think that's like cooling and heating actually. And if that's the case, that's like the pinnacle of S tier. I don't see a heater anymore. I'm going to presume this is both cooling and heating, like, you know, I was going to say like air conditioning, but that's what AC literally stands for. Temperature control, there, that's a better term. Bathtubs are... Okay, I'm gonna do this first, okay? Showers are S tier. Bathtubs are didn't. I'm sorry. It feels really, really gross to just, like, be in a suit and, like, all the dirt that comes off of you, you're just waiting. And you can't pee in a bathtub. when you're in it without feeling really gross. You can do that in the shower. So yeah, I think that's all the elaboration I need. I used to love baths, but then I realized, oh wow, yeah, pseudo-germophobic me is really not liking this. And then I just switched to showers for the rest of it. And that was like at least a decade ago. I haven't taken a bath in so long. They're not good, I'm sorry. But that's just me. Again. Blender. B for blender. Because, you know, you could hypothetically do the things a blender does, but it'll take longer. So it's an expediting type of thing. Ceiling fans are also B tier. They're very well outdone by, you know, the temperature control systems, ACs and heaters and stuff. But you know, they're there in case of like, you know, backup, or if you need sound, or you like wind on your face, you like feeling like you're on the wide open road. Coffee makers for me are mid-range, because, you know, as I said, I'm not much of a coffee person. Or coffee fan. I'm definitely not a coffee fan. Could be if you want me to. Okay, let's make that. Let's chase that bag. I should have gone for the candy. There's, I remember there's an achievement for getting like 8 candy before some certain point. I don't remember though. I don't know. Remembering is for nerds. Do I look like a nerd to you? I'm kind of actually. But they're for nerdier nerds than me. Oh man, how did I get so far ahead with the gold? Killing it. Okay, yeah, I just want like a lot of diamonds, ideally. I've always wanted to do one of those builds and never have. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'll do this. Sure, yeah. Bunny route, I guess. Okay, computer, absolutely S tier. I couldn't even live without this. Like, if I didn't have any other appliance, like at all, if I had to choose only one appliance, put it that way, only one appliance out of this whole entire tier list, I'm pretty sure it would be a computer. Because then I would just, you know, live out the rest of however long my stomach can stand and not have to worry about any appliances. So worst came to worst, and I didn't have any other appliances, that would be it, chief. Dishwasher is... that's S tier. I was gonna say A, but never mind. Get the fuck out of here. No one likes doing dishes. But this is a dryer, right? Because this is a washer, I believe. So this should be a dryer. And this would be 8. You could hypothetically still, you know, hang your clothes out and whatever. And I think I actually have in my lifetime, which is amazing to think of considering how much like technology we have, and the fact that I have had a dryer, I think, all my life. Definitely all the time I've been doing laundry. So, stand-up fan. This is... yeah, I'd say C. I think ceiling fans are better because they're like out of the way, and I feel like they cover more ground. I don't know if they actually do, but that's how I feel, you know? It's just got that feel. And you can't oppose the feel, no matter what anything is. If you oppose the feel, that's when bad things happen. This is one of those freezers that's like a standalone freezer. These things rule. And it's one of those things where you don't know what you got till it's gone. We used to have one, and then it went kaput, and yeah, our life has never been the same. Just do not underestimate how good those are. Refrigerator, which I guess would also kind of come with a freezer, so it's fair that it comes with the standalone freezer thing. But those are A's well. They're great. I could hardly even imagine living life without one, but I have before, and I've lived, you know? I've lived. I mean, I've lived without basically all of these at some point or another, but without a fridge is a little tougher, so definitely earns that A. This is, I think, an air fryer. I don't see anything else that looks like an air fryer. I don't think. I couldn't imagine what else this is. Or maybe it's it could be a space heater. No, it's a space heater, I'm sorry. Might be. That's why we have the Zoom. So space heaters they're a much lesser form of the temperature control. Actually, maybe this is just heat in general. Oh, I don't know. Okay, it's here if it's just a space heater. If it's like actual just heat control in general, it goes up with AC. So I'm presuming you're listening instead of just watching. Either listening and watching or just only listening and not just only watching. If so, I'm sorry, this is a very, very, very shitty piece of content on the internet. I'm very sorry. But you can't even hear if you're not hearing, so never mind. This is a portable stovetop. Portable stovetops are really cool. Actually, S, you know? Because if it's not corded, you can just you can wing it in the wild. And I've done that before too with camping and stuff. So I think they're S tier because I see the conventional stovetop over here, and I think they're better than that, you know, because they can go wherever. It's kind of like a Nintendo Switch. Or actually, I guess kind of closer to like the Steam Deck, as opposed to normal PC, you know? You can take it anywhere and kind of save your progress-ish. You can have the portable experience and you can have the home experience, you know? But yeah, the portable one is better. Because they do like the same thing, but you can take that anywhere. Another game. I have a bunch of games, so I'm just gonna have the fattest payload. How did I fucking... Oh, that's how I got 7 of them. I have an oyster. I forgot entirely. Well, here, let me get rid of that. That's gonna be a little overbearing. I always want to remove as much stuff as possible later in the game, so you want as many of those as you can get. And this should work well with the other diamonds I'm going to get eventually. Oh man, I'm sorry. This is an absolutely random thing that came to my mind slightly earlier, like right before the stream. But I have no idea where this came from at all. But I've done 5 years straight of choir for my last year of middle school and then all 4 years of high school. And again, please don't ask me why this came to mind. I have no idea why. But there was this one concert that we did in freshman year. And one of the songs that we did was a vocal choir version of that song Pretty Woman. the infamous Van Halen song. I think it was actually originated by someone else, and then Van Halen covered it. I think. Don't quote me on it, though. I'm supposed to be a musical professional, but I don't even know. Me dumb. Don't listen to me. I came from the forest. But, what's this do? I'm sorry, I have to focus on that for a second. Why did it not just say at least 3 of, and then list all of them, whatever I'm taking it? But yeah, we did Pretty Woman for, like, you know, the whole school, the parents, all that kind of stuff, like a concert. There's a bunch of people, like hundreds of people, maybe even thousands of people. And this was like my big moment to shine because of all of the entire freshman men's choir that I was in, I was the only person that could roll my R's. And there's that one part in the song where, you know, they have for like the tiger call thing, like the type of thing. I was the only person who could do that, so I kind of got like a pseudo solo there, and I don't know why I remember that. But it kind of made me giggle, you know, recalling good times. I had my not even 5 seconds of fame. It was like my 2 seconds of fame. I made sure to roll it though. It sounded good. Oh my god, I already paid the rent, didn't I? I wasn't keeping track, I was trying to tell a thing. Well, I'll continue after the next rent payment just to make sure.
Oh no. Oh no.
Ooh! I love Cheetos. I was just talking about you guys earlier. Cheeto game. The light bulb will definitely be good with all these freaking pearls and then the diamond and maybe some other diamonds, but I think this is going to be destroyed before the other diamonds even come into play. Probably never going to see them. Oh, come on. Come on, ref. 10 gold? 10 G's? I'm not talking grand. Okay, ironing board. I mean, these days got awful. Even really back in the day got awful. You could basically just throw stuff in the dryer and it would get rid of the wrinkles. So, like, you don't really need them, you know? It's very niche. It's tedious to take out and put away. It has a burn hazard, basically more so than anything else on here. So it's Ed. I'm sorry. Something's got to be there. It had to be the ironing board. Microwave is S. It's S. I can't justify giving it an A. Microwaves are just delightful. They're great company. Radio is A tier. I love radio, I'm biased, I'm sorry. I don't even think many people listen to radio anymore, they just use their phone instead, or, you know, use their computer to listen to, like, you know, YouTube or Spotify or iTunes, whatever. Me with the hip boomer link. I'm not a boomer, I swear. I'm old-fashioned in some things. But, yeah, I love radio. There's something very specifically niche and magical about, like, you know, you're listening to the radio and, you know, one of the songs you love plays, but you didn't pick it. And listening to, like, whatever DJ is on, like, their personality and stuff. It's a magical experience. And sadly, I don't even think future generations are going to even know what a radio is, really. If they do, it's just going to be hearsay from, you know, their great-grandpappy who talks about how they used to have it in the war or something. Ovens are B. I like stoves better. I think stoves are more utility. But that's my 2 cents. What is this? I don't even know what this is. I think it's a paper shredder. I'm cranking this bitch up to 11. I'm zooming in all the way. Yeah, paper shredder is literally the only thing I'm getting from this image. So that's what I'm gonna presume it is. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. If it's a paper shredder, I'd say god awful. Useless, loud, waste of electricity. You could get rid of documents other ways manually without wasting the electricity and the precious sound decibels. So it's F. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, paper shredder. I apologize to all them like I'm actually insulting someone or something. Great, I gotta zoom in all the way again. Because I have no idea what this is. One of these is a rice cooker, and one of them is something else. And I don't know which one is the rice cooker. I kind of almost think that this is like a crock pot, because I don't see any other crock pots, and I feel like that should be on the list above like rice cookers, you know? I don't see a traditional wok on here, so maybe one is a wok? I don't know. Either way, whatever the case, I think basically all of them are about the same tier, which would be like B. Very niche for specific foods, but not something I whip out like every single day, you know, but they're good. They do their job. And even if it's like really niche for that specific equipment, it's you know, they're there. Nothing else can really do it like they can, you know? Sewing machines are A tier because, you know, clothing's great, being able to repair clothing is great. And that some very special stuff can be made with clothing, you know? Someone can make you like a nice jacket or repair something, it's kind of got that extra sentimental value, you know? I'm presuming this is every sink, not just a kitchen sink, is mid-range. We could hypothetically actually live with just a shower and like do everything that we do in a kitchen sink or any other type of sink in the shower. We could technically, you know, wash our hands and rinse dishes and stuff and go down the drain. It wouldn't be very healthy for the drains or anything, but, you know, we could hypothetically manage. This is a mixer. I'd rather mix stuff myself, and if it doesn't have a lid or like, you know, you're using something else that's different than the specific thing it came with, it'll go everywhere, it'll just shoot off to the sides, then you have to clean the thing, including the actual thing, not just the little mixer thingies. So that's why it's D. I just want to give my train of thought there. That way people don't think I'm a primitive, quite so primitive plant. I'm still a primitive plant, but, you know, that's aside the point. The stove is A tier. Below the portable ones, above ovens. That was where it was destined to be. It was destined to be. I'm sorry, I don't English very well sometimes. Lamp is S all the way, baby. And I always, like, hang out in the dark and stuff, but lamps are great. Sometimes I need to see stuff. Everyone loves lamps. Moths love lamps, and I love moths. So there, it's like a love triangle. Landlines suck. I hate them. Die. If they're including cell phones as well, that'd probably be bumped up to an A on average if you include both. If it's just cell phones, it would be an S, but it would even bring cell phones down because I hate landlines. They suck. They're cumbersome, especially recorded ones where you only have like that very short range. They've got nostalgia factor, but that doesn't save them at all. They're not practical these days. Television. So if we're talking actual televisions, I'd say like the actual, you know, screen itself, I would say B tier. If we're talking television, like as in like actual, like, you know, television, like what you watch with, you know, then it would be D. It'd be F, never mind. Like, everyone watches, you know, YouTube and basically everything else but television these days. Me included, I hate watching television. It's just, it's awful. It's a slog. I hate it. These are the toaster ovens, that's the name. Toaster ovens. So, these are B. If they work well, like properly, they're an A. But I feel like they kind of go downhill really, really fast. They kind of tend to work improperly, relatively rapidly. So that's why I'm giving it a B. Toasters are more reliable, but they only do one thing. The toaster ovens can do multiple things. The toasters are just kind of one-trick ponies, you know. And you know, chastise me and take me to court for this one, but I think toasters are kind of adorable. Like, they're cute, they're tiny, they're just out there trying to do their best, you know? You'll come to find, knowing me in general, like, I find a lot of things adorable, so that's not the most outlandish thing I would find adorable, I'm pretty sure. I'm sorry to tell you. Toilets, they're always there for you, they're reliable, they serve a very important function. Since I'm just a plant, I like cook soup in them, but for humans, you know, all three orifices you could potentially, you know, I mean, 5 if you want to include other unconventional orifices, but we won't go there. I mean, all orifices, really, not even just those. All orifices. All the refuse goes there. They're like, we've got you, and they take care of it. You just pull the handle. There you go. The vacuum is conditional, but it's B, you know, does its job. It's good. I like it. Waffle iron, mid-range. It's kind of like these, like the rice cooker, crock pot, whatever else I thought these might be realm. But it's even more niche, so, you know, it's only like one meal a day. You could have rice at least more than one meal a day, you know? And then, ultimately, I believe washer, I'm pretty sure this is what this is, and if it is, it's also B. It's got less function than a dryer, because a dryer not only completes this cycle, but also, as said earlier, you can get rid of wrinkles, you can, I've done some other stuff in there. If you accidentally put money in the dryer, or in the washer, the dryer's there to get you covered. Sure, it'll be a little stiff, but, you know, it fixes it right up-ish, kind of. And there we go, that's all of them. I did it. And, actually, wow, I guess this is probably a good time to stop playing this, because I forgot I started a new game just now. So bye. So there, that's my second list. And, for posterity's sake, there goes, my Razer, whatever you call it, self-docks. I'm using a Razer mouse. I hate their app, though, I'm sorry. If you like it, I'm sorry, but I don't. It's very intrusive, and it's kind of like mandatory to use the mouse. It's a good mouse, but I hate the stuff that comes with it. I don't even hate the stuff that comes with it, it's just that it's mandatory that I don't like. So yeah, there you go. Send it to your loved one, I guess. I'm sure they'd really, really care. So now that we've done that, I can move on to games. I'm free. I did that in like almost exactly an hour. That was kind of impressive. That was like my goal, so I'm proud of myself. 1 hour for 2 tier lists? Okay. Edit. Nope. Oh. Okay, I may have to go to these manually. Never mind. I had it set up so perfectly. Then they gotta ruin my cool. This was what I wanted to play. So I haven't played this yet, but I did start it just to go to the menu and get the proper, what is this thing called? Ratio. Screen size. I bumped a thing out my elbow. So yeah, this game is called An Airports for Aliens. I know absolutely nothing about this game. I haven't even seen like partial playthroughs or anything. So you know, if it has nudity, say goodbye to me. I don't think it does though. That would be a little ridiculous if a game like this did. I'm not counting on it. Oh, this strangely enough, almost with the character models and stuff, looks similar to Motortown. See, if you want to know why I got this game, the literal only one thing I know about it is that you can pet animals. That's all I needed. I didn't want to look up anymore. I kind of wanted to play it blind, you know? And I bought it and downloaded it quite a while ago, like a very, very long time ago. But I kind of wanted to save it for the streaming, you know, playing it for the first time. I thought it'd be fun. So we'll see what it's about. Hi, Krista. Oh, hey, you remember that dog you hired to cater our anniversary? He dropped a piano on your head and locked us in a metal box. In hindsight, trusting a dog named Cage Dog, the dog who loves cages, was a bit of a mistake. I love this is capitalized, so this is the full name. I love that. I don't blame you for doing it, but a mistake was absolutely made. Already hit me with the hard choices, the hard-hitting questions. I think I'll go with this. This is more aligned to what I think I would say. Did you say he dropped a piano on my head? He was a 7-foot-tall husky. It was incredibly easy for him to drop a piano on your head. Anyway, I put together this board to help you move your limbs again. You remember how to use airports, right? You remember. You're fine. I mean, I'd be a fool for not picking it, right? Krista, I just got ambushed by a 7-foot-tall dog caterer. Honey, we got ambushed by a 7-foot-tall dog caterer. I mean, facts. That was awful selfish of me to say. This is not the time for selfishness. Yeah. You tell me, girl. I gotta take a drink of water while I read these. I'm not resenting a dog. I was literally just praising dogs earlier. They're adorable and precious pure beings. I will choose not to resent the extremely large metalworking dog. Of course. You've thrown mind-altering substances at dogs and made deals and translated arcane languages and taken flights all the time. This is second nature to you. Clearly, I've done it all the time. That's what you humans do, right? You are, as they say, in your element. Brain damage notwithstanding. I'm sorry, that brain damage came natural to me. It was not the piano. Yeah, I'm probably not suffering from catastrophic brain damage at all. Relax for as long as you need to. This airport is undergoing renovations, so things will be all quiet for a while. No one will bother you. When you're feeling up for it, meet me on Beach Road. I'll be waiting in the middle of that big concourse leading to the Greater White House. That was a lot of big words. I it is. The big project can't exactly wait. Of course. The big project, the one I'm very familiar with. I'm glad the piano didn't break your head. Happy anniversary. Aw, thanks. Weirdo. I love you too, weirdo. See you on the beach, well, I guess. Oh, here, sorry, just a secco. I forgot to change what I'm playing on the Twitch. Oh my god, I hope I don't have to, I hope I don't have to, type the entire title. Okay, thank god. It was a really long, obscure title, so I was nervous, but... One of the tags is educational game, I guess? That's interesting. I guess I'll see how educational this is. Game paused? Yo, this game rules. I haven't even played it yet, and it rules. Can I, oh yeah, there's literally controls right here. Yeah, okay. I'm looking for, like, a kick or something. Throw. Oh, where's pick up? Oh, use right click? Is that... Nope. Left click? Interact? Nope. Can I? Nope. Aw, okay. Nothing in my inventory. I don't know what I'm doing. Does that, it doesn't even look like it's covering anything. What is this for, then? Just this? Can I can't. Nope. Wait, this is an airport? Just a second. Just occurred to me, what? Quick question, what? I do love the, very large, slowly rotating, fire hydrant, though. Aww. Look at this. Oh, sup. Both great questions. Or I guess this one's more a statement, but both great choices. Did you watch me and my fiance get kidnapped by a 7-foot-tall dog? Listen, I am very small. Discussion. I stay quiet. Yeah, that seemed like an abdication of responsibility. I don't even know what abdication means. I just want to live my quiet life. I don't want to watch other people get in trouble. This conversation didn't happen. Okay, where was it? It was, Pete. I mean, this is just a picture, but I hope I can, Oh, hell yeah. Yo.
Roof.
This was like the reason I wanted this game. Are these like different hands every time? They look like they're... Yeah, okay. Thank you for confirming, Chief. Alright, what do you have to say now? I want you to find justice. I'd like that to happen without any effort on my part. You understand. Alright, that's fine. I've seen the flaw in this game. It's unplayable, you can't sit. I'm gonna make sure that there's nothing else that don't say anything that I missed. I think I'm good. I did see in Pupwipedia or something. Oh, Pupperdex. Wanted to check this out. Oh, this one's specifically for the dogs, I would imagine. I'm gonna give myself spoilers as to where I'm gonna be. I wanted to just be like entirely surprised. Dogstrian. I don't need to know a fucking dog to pet them. I'll pet all dogs, even if it's like at the risk of oh, you can do it multiple times. Sorry, I don't know what the sound mixing is like. I don't want to burst your eardrums. I really apologize if I did. I got really excited. But yeah, even at the risk of my limbs, I will pet it out. I'm sorry, that's just the life I live. I just want frosted tips. I'm tired of being a dog and not having frosted tips. Relatable. That's a cute dog, though. I mean, that one was too. I gotta look at it again, actually. This one looks like it peed on the carpet and like knows that it's in trouble with the ears back and the like oh shit face. I mean, all of them are good boys though, good boys and girls. No exceptions because they're dogs. There's another Pedogstrian. This one actually kind of looks a little like the dog that I have here. Archery owes to... Oh, archery is like a name, because it's capitalized. That's what threw me off. Just once, I want someone to acknowledge the debt archery owes to the noble art for its population, or popularity today. Not population. Similar words. I do actually love that I'm getting achievements. I've gotten 3 achievements for the amount of let me see if I can time them to yeah, look at that. Synchronized petting. I love them so much. The faces are so dumb, but they're like so cute. Hello, I have short-term memory loss. Need a boarding pass to Beachwell? The dog literally just said short-term memory loss. I thought one of the options would have been I already have one. Oh, actually, I guess they're probably not checking the passes. It's fine. I don't need 50 of them. Oh, are they free? Maybe I should have taken 50. Here you go. Enjoy your flight. Have a wonderful day. Here, I'm gonna... Yeah. The short-term memory loss is coming in handy here. So you wish to live dangerously. Enjoy your flight. This is what constitutes living dangerously. Oh, I don't think there's any way to like zoom in. wanted to look at this ancient text closer. Let's double check that I'm not missing. Oh, you can sit. Okay. Never mind, it's a good game now. Oh! Oh, that burns time. Get me out. Extraction. Okay, I don't think I've missed anything yet. I'm sorry, I have a very high tendency to play games like this. I don't like missing stuff, you know? It's like the difference between video games and watching stuff like movies and stuff is that you're like a part of it. So as a result, I want to be able to explore everything, you know? Movies are just point A to point B. Yo! Should be substantially altered. Rather than broken. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Get the gate from flight. Still operational. I'm gonna do the. Is the airport teleporter still operational? Renovations aside, absolutely. I like adventure, but I'm not a big fan of death. Eccentric creations, that teleportation will occur automatically. Aw, thanks, Boo. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure I'll find the gate if I explore enough, and I want to explore anyway. Do dog airports renovate often? Actually, yeah. I'll ask. In a sense, the layouts tend to remain recognizable, but the stores alone change so much. Every time I go to an airport, some old favorite is closed down, a familiar slate of storefronts has shifted, or some new friendly face to me. What makes me want to work in airports? And here I am. Don't be a stranger. So this game's like already really weird, so I like it. I've mentioned before, but I love trippy games. They're my favorites. In general, not like all of them are better than any other types, but you know. I like if two games are on the same level, one's a trippy game, one's not a trippy game, but they're like the same level of great, I'm bound to like the trippy game better. Just self-admittedly. Photo dog. Whoa. You look incredible. I would ask you to take your picture, but we've all got places to go and things to do, man. You can use my photo as fancy bottled toilet water. You know, for a good reason. I don't have a fancy bottled toilet water. I'll come back when I do. Gorgeous buddy friend. See, this is kind of more what I would expect from a dog. They're all wholesome. Wow, even alternating between left and right. So just like a big old crab. embarrassing to grab that bag. Get that bag. Oh, but there's just like an actual real picture. I love games that do this. So immersive. This one's like, if this is a painting, this is like, actually a painting or a photograph for that matter. Either one. It's a little like Uncanny Valley. It like looks like it's off or fake or something. It's weird. And then this one looks like the like fuck Jerry cups, you know? The 90s like to-go cups. I'm sorry, by the way, I just realized I'm like tending to, when I look at something or talk a lot, I'll like move the mouse around like this. I'm really sorry if that like gives anyone vertigo or anything like that, or motion sickness. I just kind of tend to have a bad habit of doing that sometimes. I guess I can't go in here? You just told me about the photo booth. I mean, you're still a good boy, but... I may need some, like, special permission or something for that. What does that even do? What's the... That was the right click. I don't know what that's supposed to do. I'm sure something down the line. Real good, Papa. Does this have, the stuff? No, that's the wrong toilet water. Gross soda. Give me the real stuff. Where the... Oh, jeez. Oh, this is going everywhere. I mean, it's worth a try. Can I strafe jump? No, that does not work. It's intuitive for me to do so, but... Oh, duh. The photo machine I can use is the one right next to the one here. Okay. Well, let me try this first. It is so good to see you again, my gorgeous buddy friend. How are you? I hope I have the fancy bottled toilet water you wanted. Oh, awesome. I will put this to... very good use. Enjoy the passport photos. Shine, baby. This is my favorite dog. Just very special about the dog wearing sunglasses. The clothing doesn't even matter, it's the sunglasses. It's just that the dog looks so happy too. Can I just have to know for science. No, I can't pet the pictures. Just had to know. Oh, can I pet the... Oh, this game sucks. I can't pet the dog photo. This is a cute dog. At least I get to look at him. Huskies are so adorable. I love them. They're probably like... They're one of my top 5 favorite breeds. It's really hard to pinpoint things because, you know, all dogs rule, but... They're in the top 5. Once I'm done talking here, this place is a mess. Once I'm done talking to this dog here, I can try to give off a top 5 list. I'm gonna cut to the chase. I bought a lot of cabinets. And by a lot, I mean every single cabinet I could find. For years I have done this. I have been in a cabinet because I am inside, and I don't know what this metaphor means anymore, but I'm still talking. Relatable. Absolutely relatable. Suffice to say, I have so many cabinets. Please save me from my cabinets. By several cabinets. Yeah, that's a fair question. Why cabinets? Why look at the sunset? It's just beautiful. That's fair. Okay, well played. But do you need to look at all the sunsets? That is a very good point. But I really like cabinets. I'll take one off your hands. I would take more, but I'm sorry. I don't know if I can save you. I'll do the best that I can, and that's all I want to do. Thank you. I'll take the cabinet before I'm tempted to get a new one. Personality. Aesthetic wise, the former one. This double representation. Cute. I love them. Okay, so I can toggle through, yeah, there we go. I'm glad I remembered that. I want this because it's cuter to look at. Can I, dog operator here? Who would you like to call? I'll call my mom. You got it. I'm sorry, sir, but that number seems to be out of service. Yeah, I know. Did this just suddenly get, like, depressing? You know? Alright, we'll walk that one off. Here, I'll, actually... Okay. Did I just throw that away? All my stuff's gone. What? Fuck you, garbage can. Oh no! Well, can I get that back? How was I supposed to know that's what would happen? Oh, this is a cute dog too, but it's not as cute as the other one. That's right, I said I was gonna do, like, my top 5 favorite dog types. So, no particular order because I can't really decide, because, yeah, I love all dogs. But no specific order, I'd say Husky, Doberman, Greyhound, what else? I got those 3 off the bat. I can't think of the other 2 because it's hard to narrow it down. Just look at all the cute types of dogs. Oh, wiener dog, wiener dog. You reminded me. Wiener dogs are actually probably my favorite now that I think about it. They're pure and adorable and tiny, and I love them. They're uniquely adorable, you know, even in the dog kingdom. What would the 5th one be? Ooh. It's dollar bills. Yo! Is this, like, permanent? Are these all separate inventory items? They are. Wow. Maybe that wasn't a good idea. Okay, here, just give me a second. I gotta think of the 5th favorite type of dog. Maybe the fire hydrant will get the creativity juices flowing. Oh, what would it be? I have a pretty good range, you know? Because the whatever the proper name for the wiener dogs is. I'm sorry, I forget right now. That's a small dog, and greyhounds are one of the biggest, so I've got a good variety at least. What's the 5th, though? I gotta think of it. I know I've got one in my brain. Oh, here, please tell me you can give me another cabinet. I fucked up. Will you please? Please. Take one of my 17,000 cabinets. Yes, please. Bless you, sir. Bless you. Gazoon tight. Okay, I got the picture. I got the cabinet. I think those were the only things that got taken from the thing, the trash can. Oh, you can get more. There's just a couple button presses that don't work for some reason. What's that? A squeaky salami? You're crazy if you think I'm not taking that. Oh, this is a building too? There's like so much to explore. Can I pee? I cannot pee. Oh god, even more items. I feel like this is gonna be daunting after too long. Holy. Maybe I could, can I flood the bathroom? It's like proper etiquette, you know? There's another toilet paper? What do I do with these? This is only for fire hydrants? I don't think I should have gone in there then. Oh! Because dogs pee on the fire hydrants, I get it. That was very nice of them to have one human toilet here. Oh, and these, I guess, too, yeah. Just because I don't know what it's for yet. Well, I mean, I think I have an infinite inventory, so never mind, I don't think it matters too much. I'll take the other. What's this? I have not talked to them yet. Is Bribe Dog just a really fun guy to hang out with? Yes. Does he deserve to be arrested for his crimes? Also yes. Wow, that almost legitimately sounds like a line I would have written. The yes and also yes thing. Oh, well. I wasted my dang time with that other machine then. Yo, stack bottle. It had to be done. Well, now I have to know what this does too. Oh, that's fun. Probably not intended, but fun. Yo. Never mind. No yo. Oh. I didn't even push anything that time. Didn't get a chance. Oh, fuck. Right. I forgot to pet them. And there's two of them, so I don't It's very unnecessary that you can see the shadows. As well as the item. I was gonna comment on that earlier and forgot. Okay, I did that. I don't want to do that anymore, please. Not right now. Now talk's in order. My favorite thing is it makes you feel warm inside, and you never run out. Aww. Here, I'm gonna try to pet them less. I'm sorry. This is a cute little tiny wiener dog though. So I'll be biased for this. Hello, your plane is ready to take off, but I need your red passport first. Do I have one yet? I do not. I don't think. What happens if I, here's my passport. That wrap things up. Unfortunately, this isn't the passport you need. I know the I'd be delighted to help you. Yeah, I got this. I'm not doing it. Matter of fact, I'm hardly even like 5 years old. It's like a Why is the picture for the achievement like a bear? If I was I would absolutely 100% die to the bear because I tried to pet it. I promise you. They have like the most unfair of any creature. They have the most unfair adorableness to lethality ratio. Like, they are so cute, but like, as cute as they are also deadly. So absolutely don't pet one, but at the same time, if I met one in person, even though I say that, I would probably... Well, I mean, I'd be scared, obviously, but... They rule. I love them. And thank you. Thank you for the sub. Or not the sub, the follow. The something. Now that I have those finally up, I can actually thank people for that. That was not the sound I was expecting from that. Can I do it again? That was silly. I love this game so much. Oh. Some of these actually survived. I wonder if I'll need any of these. Whoop. Used to other games. I don't know if I'll need one, so I'll take one just in case, you know? Did I actually talk to this dog? I don't remember. His butts are on the back of your body. That's extremely funny. Yeah, I know. You want to drink from your own toilet bowl, don't ya? Always a delicious tap of premium toilet water and lap that sucker up. What can I get you, my friend? What varieties of toilet water do you recommend? But I prefer a modern bowl paired with an aged reservoir. With a modern edge? That's the good stuff, buddy. I'm gonna have to go try that right after this stream. You could always drink from the bathroom, but... Wait. Okay, yeah. I just want to make sure. You could always drink from the bathroom, but where's the fun in that? Where's the ambiance, man? That's why I like working here. You see 1,000 faces, and they're all happy to see you, because you care about the same thing. Also, they're dogs. That is a valuable perspective. I do appreciate it. It's like you, my friend. Enjoy that premium toilet water now. I will, thank you. It's gonna be the best drink of my entire life. Whoopsie! I haven't talked to that. I haven't talked to that dog yet. I could have totally gone on that side and then went around, but it would. Oh, this is the passport. Okay. I want to talk to him first, though. Her. See, this is the problem with defaulting to a specific, you know, him or her. I just say they. That's what I usually do. I don't know why I'm not doing that now. It came to bite me like a dog. I love them so much. They're so cute. I didn't even pet this dog yet. Hello, have you visited a time zone before? In this game, don't think so. They all have the same time. Not a problem. Being into something just means you can reveal new things about yourself in the process. Look at the little tiny piece of hair. Oh my god, it's so cute. The time zone is a pocket of distorted time-space, tucked within 3 cozy walls, so we aren't flayed by the unleashed forces of entropy. Literally, it goes so fast. No, yeah, that's a fair response. Well, that sounds great, and terrifying. Both of these things are very true. That's it. It's actually safe to do, somehow. So we aren't going to question it. Enjoy. You have a fantastic time. Here. You hear this? I slapped my knee. That was actually funny, though. The little tiny, it's so cute. I love it. I mean, I love all these dogs. I promise. But that little touch is just like. I already concluded the tier list, but that's an S tier for one of the two, the I guess kitchen appliances. Dogs are kitchen appliances, right? They clean stuff up. They're better than vacuums, and they'll eat it whether you want to or not. If you dropped it, they'll eat it. Hello, your plane is ready to take off, but I need your red passport first. Yeah, here we go. Oh, it's not the passport. Oh, do I have to talk to the guy? I might have to talk to the guy. The dog. It's a dog. I gotta talk to my dog. Yeah. I love this dog so much. Hey bud, I see you are staying fantastic. This makes me very happy. It looks so happy too. I really need you to oh, maybe I have. Here, let me try this first. Just make sure I don't have to hopefully make sure. I'm silly, I forgot that you like trade stuff in the inventory. I haven't really had to yet, so. New epic skills. I'm just you're surprised. That's totally new information. I know. Fantastic. That's all I'll need. If you've already turned in your boarding pass, you should be able to fly. Have an excellent day. I do not have a boarding pass. Yet. Oh wait, I do. I'm stupid, it's the first thing I picked up. The pilot is jumping for takeoff. Oh no. Hand me your boarding pass and we'll get going. Yeah? Oh, you don't understand. Our pilots have to be dogs. The sky is so big and they are so small. Excuse me? I have many questions, but my first one is... Here. Yeah, I read that. I'm sure they know what they're doing. Here's my boarding pass. Okay. Thank you for trusting your drone pilot. We appreciate your kindness. Your one job is to bear witness, and you are helping. I don't think I like where this is going. Where is this flight taking me? Make sure you've supplied whatever my associate needs. And please, have a wonderful flight. I got the dogs, the petting them, the sound effects. This game is like 10 out of 10. Did this ever win like a game of the year? Because it should have. Whoa! Oh, no. I don't want to do that yet. That's beyond my pay grade, Chief. The good old Otba. Oh. Should I be seeing this? Welcome to Orb. We sell Orb. We are Orb. And of course, Orb is. Orb is. Orb inhabit. Yeah, I read that right. How can Orb inhabit your life today, my friend? I suppose I need Orb. You certainly do need Orb. How observant. They missed a pun. They could have said Orb-observant. I'm sorry, just I had to point it out. They've done the dog puns, but... Enjoy! Orb certainly enjoys you. Oh, I get it, because of the ball. Because dogs like balls. It's adorable. This only keeps getting more and more adorable. Adorable. Look, I'm sorry, someone had to pick up the slack. There's the dog picture. That's like looking at it. Is there anything else that, Orb is. Welcome to Orb. I think this is, yeah, I want to know, what is Orb exactly? Orb is. I'm still pretty sure it's like a ball that you like play fetch with and stuff. Everything you are, everything you are, everything you will be. It's Orb, man. It's all Orb. Orb is. Okay, is Orb the void? Are we standing inside Orb right now? That's a good question, man. You're a funny guy. Are we standing inside Orb? Classic. Okay. Thanks, I guess. I feel like I understand a whole lot more now. Okay. These are the last. Never falling for you again. I can push you right off the edge. That's the plane? This is the singular plane we have in this airport? Just on the ground in the beach on a golf course? Okay, aside from talking to these last two dogs, I don't think I've missed anything. I sure have made a mess of that, though. I apologize to the good boy that has to clean that up. Oh, yeah, the phone. I want to see what happens when I call my fiancé wife. Who would you like to call? Krista Marshall. You got it. Would you like to hear it? I mean, I know what it says, but yeah, it'd be nice to hear from her again. Prepare for a little distortion, sir. This does have to pass through dog wavelengths. Stand by. You're probably not a dog. You dogs prefer texting to a phone call. So, to my fiance. Hey, weirdo. I'm glad you called. I'll be back soon. Now, you say it first this time. I love you, weirdo. What? she said say it first, I thought it meant like she was gonna say it too. I'm just left to hang. It's like when you go in for a fist bump or a high five or something and someone just like leaves you to hang. And my wife, the love of my life, I think, did that to me. Yo, bribe dog. Oh, wait. I know what I forgot. I didn't pet you, you son of a bitch. That was for the orb. Alright, this button. I'm sorry, PC's confusing. There's so many different, like, activate this thing buttons. It's confusing. Hey, friend. I wish like all games would just agree on one, you know? You can see my name. I can see my name. We know that real business. You're my troublemaker for such a pure-looking dog. I'm bribe dog, baby. And I need something to hold my bribes. A container of some kind. A wardrobe or bin or cabinet or something. I have a container. Oh, does this work? I thought it said how does this work? This isn't quite what I was looking for. You'll get it next time. Oh, I have the thing. Or you won't be able to board the flight. You need to bribe this dog that is called Bribe Dog before you can go on any flights? Grade A system. I thought maybe that would have something on the side. Guess not. Guess that's too cool for me, whatever it is. They're outdoor AC or something. Did I... Oh, this is the cabinet, duh. The thing that takes up, like, what, 2/3 of my effing vision. Exaggerations are fun. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Did you get me a container for my bribes? Is this what you wanted? Is this your card? Aw, thanks, friend. And I didn't even have to ask. Right. Also, while I drink water. We in the industry. Okay, I wanted to say this. Now I can say it, because I've taken a drink of water. I love the ears that go like this. They're so adorable. On any dog. I don't know why, they're perfectly adorable. Oh, this is I guess, a dog that lives in 2 different spots. Alright. I already know this because it's on 2 different locations. Oh! Oh, this is like the, it's a different thing, but with the same... I got it. Then I guess I'll be going this way. I made it awkward for other that dog. Wait, this is the pilot? Who's flying this thing then? Hello? This isn't your pilot. Oh, this is your pilot speaking. Sean Connery. Bye. Name a dog. If you're... Yeah, thank you. That was my exact question. If you're here, who's flying the plane? Shh. Shush. Ah. Tech's breath was better than mine. Anyone flying this plane doesn't need a new pilot. It just needs souls. Buddy. Friend. If you want to hear about souls. Wait, why was the first S fine but the second one wasn't in the same word? Yeah, I'd really prefer it if you went back to flying the plane thing. Oh, I'm gonna fly again. It needs me. It needs me to bear witness. This is not slurred. This is slurred. This is just like an evil incantation for a spell or something. My vigil ends when death loses its power and the sky turns to ashes. Thank you for flying with us. Please enjoy your flight. I'll do that. No, not yet. I can't talk to other... I want to talk to... Look at this one. And look at this one. It's got the pizza Dorito ears that I was just talking about. Why am I held... It's fine. What are like almost back to back, Wait, what do I do with all this stuff I got? Oh, the adorable dog picture's back. I mean, the other one was adorable too, but... That scared the hell out of me because I forgot it does that. Elf Planet. No, not now. Just a sec. Wow, this place is like a Metropolis compared to the last map. Those are all crashed airplanes. Oh no. That's from our totally irresponsible pilots. Okay, where is not here? Wait, can I, I can, and that's a restaurant underground or something. And I do the coffee stuff. Got an order. Is it? Is coffee poisonous for dogs? I've never had a dog try to drink it or anything, but like... I don't know, that's surprising. I only knew about like, well, a lot of stuff. But not coffee. Dry eyes and the urge to piss everywhere. Oh, they said because that's what it does to you humans. Be drinking this. Not wrong at all. Is this for little tiny dogs? It's for a little wiener dog that I saw earlier. Okay, wait. No, I don't, actually. Because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a specific dog that wants a specific thing, so I can get to a specific place. I'm here if that changes. God knows you humans can't stay awake long. I'm sorry, I have, insomnia? I can stay awake very long. I don't feel like I can, but then I try to lay down and, my body don't do anything, it just sits there. Ah, yes. The underwater bathroom with underwater toilets. Sanitary. There's more toilet paper here and everything too. So that was a pointless endeavor. It was kind of starting to look like Green Hill Zone or something. Oh, fuck! I didn't pet that dog. That was almost a mission failure by my own accord. He's even got the little snaggle tooth on the bottom. Yo, I got the same sound clip 4 times in a row. It's like winning the dog lottery. Okay, mission accomplished. But I did see there was another thing over here that I did not see before. What the hell is this? What kind of operation are you running here, Chief? Oh, magic. Okay. But now that I know that it's magic... No. The question still resides, what the hell is this? I still have that burning question. The other stuff makes sense, though. Presto, I've got a customer. Hi there. Not many customers these days. Shrewd deduction. However, evidence, I'm very popular. I'll take your word for it. I don't want to... I really question my existence today. Same. I feel like something else should happen here, though. I don't want to have to antagonize this poor pure bean. It's just something to blow. I'm sorry. Hello again. More magic needs? Yes, I need to become very magic. Let me just check our stock, and... Yep, still magic. Okay. I thought it fell behind the counter. What's this? Ew? This looks gross anyway. Look at this, it looks like an ocean of Pepto-Bismol. Look, I can even make the waves. Oh. Oh. I did not see what that said before I picked it. I guess I've made a pledge, though. Why did this suddenly get a little less cozy? Is it less cozy in here, or is it just me? Okay, they're really stretching the word pedestrian out. It was pedestrian and then pedogstrian, and now it's pinoirstrian. The next time someone asks me why I'm wearing this hat, I'm going to tell them. Someone has to at this point. It's a good story. Oh, you wouldn't game. Oh, you injure me so. Okay, this is the... Okay. Okay, I see. So this is like other opportunities to get stuff you missed. Meaning I don't need to have like a million things in my inventory like there is currently. Also, I wonder when the time is going to come into play. I haven't noticed anything that... Maybe it's stuff I haven't noticed. Maybe shops close? I don't know. Huh. We'll figure it out. I swear, hardly anything in the world upsets me more than, like, an anxious dog that, like, you know, like in the vets and stuff. And other related stuff that's, like, you know, conditions where they're, like, anxious. It makes me so sad. I hate it. Listen, I'll do anything you ask. Just don't tell my boss that I'm in the headphone tree. Hey, your secret is safe with me. In that case, I cheated on the obedience test. When I was 11, I stole a fire truck. What? I have 7 passports and speed in my closet, ready to go if the law catches up with me. I'm hoping they did. Conversation where we are both forced to act. 0.2 seconds of embarrassing confession. I'm not sure I love my wife anymore. Is this real life? Also, I'm a dog, yeah. Yeah, that's the least of your concerns right now. I think that one is a biggie, to be honest. That last one. Yeah, you can stop telling me secrets now. Oh, that was it. I have no more secrets. I am cleansed. I am invincible. No one will figure out that I'm a dog. Hopefully, you still sell music? Oh, yes. Naturally themed record shop that I know. But I'm hoping to get in a stock of Slide Rock Bolter albums soon. Very niche stuff. The kids love it. Hell yeah, I'll take it. Fantastic. Mothman appreciates your support. Is this Luke? Why is this happening? I think I know why your place isn't very popular. If that happens every single time someone buys something, I'd be driven crazy. I can't get back there. I tried it really bad. Anyway, yeah, I love moths. I've mentioned in streams before, but just to reiterate, because it's a very important point, moths are my favorite creatures ever. The best. I love them so much. They're so cute. They're cute and harmless and friendly and adorable and tiny. I have not talked to this one yet. Wait, did I don't remember if I pet this one. I gotta be safe. I did, yeah. It's the anxious part of anxious dogs. I just like the dog's part. Oh, I was like SpongeBob in that one episode where he goes to Sandy's upside down water bowl. A haiku for dogs. It describes the taste of bone. Award-winning work. Sorry that I read haikus like that. I can't help it after playing Borderlands 2 ever. It's just how I read them now. I read them in like Pseudo-Zero's voice. Yo, check out this buff dog. Is that Buff Pup? From the hit series Twitch? Sometimes I take flights so I can be put into a tiny, constrained space, which will make my arms look even bigger. I don't even know what type of dog this is, but it's so cute. It's got like a little, like, thin face. It looks like alert and like... It's gotta be a hunting dog, right? That looks like a hunting dog. Looks like a hunting dog if I've ever seen one. Oh, body check. Oh. Okay, I actually cannot wait to get rid of this underwater effect. I've experienced more than enough of it. Ugh. It's weird, I almost actually feel water sick now. Oh, that goes up to, That's not where I started, right? No, yeah, I think it is, actually. Yeah, because I see the diving boards. And I don't see any other things that are like a fall. Yo, is this a famous bear? This is a bear-looking dog. I just realized I think this game actually goes like in real time? Not like real time, but like a real life minute is like an in-game minute? I mean, if not, then like minutes are, they've got to be a long time, because I feel like they are. Who you can see hanging from a very thin thread directly above us. Uh-oh. Please let it be clear, Roger is very much alive. Oh, okay. Then uh-oh. I'm from New Jersey. How can I help you? What? You've shattered everything I know. You're called Texas Dog. Yeah, thank you. Aren't you from Texas? Nope, I'm from... Okay. Understandable. Okay, so yeah, what's Roger's deal? Completely trusting that dog. One day he looked in the mirror and realized that he was made of meat. So he... Okay, we are all made of... Yeah, we are all made of meat. Of a nice restaurant / squeaky toy supplier, he could call the business high stakes. The rest is history. I do love that they call it high stakes, then. I already have one. I'll get another. What's the harm? I can just use the trash can and throw it out if I don't want to. Enjoy. Go Brooklyn, yeah. Absolutely. I do love this one. This is a good dog. They're all good dogs. I think we can basically universally. And if you don't like dogs, get out. Just get out. Stop watching. Don't look at me ever again. Actually, you can, but I won't be happy about it. I'll be slightly less happy. Let me look around first. Just taking my time, glancing, you know. Ooh. The frame rate seems to drop a little in here. Seems a little busy for my my computer. You like flowers? I like flowers. Oh, that's a good one. 4 kids. The friendly neighborhood flower shop for all your flower shopping needs. If you want a day, I'd be delighted to see you. However, if you would simply like to smell the flowers for free, I encourage that as well. You deserve it, you know? Yeah, what's your favorite flower smell? Oh! Sunflowers are like probably my favorite too, actually. This is my new dog. And by far, I don't know if I could say by far, there's a lot of flowers I like. You know, I'm a plant. What do you expect? But, you know, sunflowers remind me of my home country, the state I was born. Born in Kansas. And, partially raised in Kansas. If you sniff long enough and hard enough, your nose will get really hot. If you keep sniffing, the seeds will fly out of the flower and up your nose and into your mouth. You'll hack up a bit, but that's okay. Okay, we like them for different reasons. I will specify that. It keeps the seeds from getting in your lungs. So now you've got all these sunflower seeds roasted by your nose and sitting in your mouth, and you can just chew away. Yeah. Beat me to the punch there, Chief. Gonna be honest, I hate this. In the face of the infinite, it's natural for the finite to feel a sense of repulsion, you know. Sunflower seeds are just like that sometimes. Thank you, that was very insightful. Insightful to what? I don't know. I wish I could smell these. Not the tomatoes. Fuck you, tomatoes. They were like, we were rivals in high school. Oh, here we go again. This one has 2 puns. So instead of pedestrian, it's... I swear I would only be able to tell that this is supposed to be pedestrian because I've had experience with 1 pun. If it just went like, you know, everything else was called pedestrian and then it went straight to this, I wouldn't know they were supposed to be like a variant of pedestrian. So this is pedogstrielf. Amazing. 10 out of 10. This is a really fucking cute breed, by the way. This is oh, don't tell me. It's kind of similar to like a Great Pyrenees? Which is weird, because like our, the dog here is like, you know, my dog is part Great Pyrenees, and I should know what one looks like definitively, but I sure don't. But I can recommend a good barber if you'd like. So you have the setup of 2 different, like, you know, plays on words in another word. You have a whole different thing, an elf element, an alphamint, if you will, just to say something about barbers. I can't even express my feelings in words right now. And I can't even tell if it's good or bad. I don't know if I'm like impressed, shocked, sad, was I gonna... Oh! Oh my god, this is my new favorite. Without a doubt. Fucking David Boney. Oh my god. And I just caught on about how it's because of the eyes. Oh, this is the best. This is a fucking good day. Oh, hi there. I'm just looking at this poster. How has your day been so far? I can't complain. You want me to hear about my fucking daily menial struggles? Well, that's nice. I hope you're taking care of yourself. I need to get off work. Sorry to be abrupt. The beach is nice, but it's just a giant beach. There's only one ball, and it's too big to use. This is a nightmare for so many reasons. I know this is a big question to ask. We just met each other, but can you get me a red passport? I'm sorry, that is a big ask. I did it myself, but Photodog won't let me inside after I said his glasses looked silly. Well, yeah, you know how to read that poster? Just replace the letters, and the poster says, "Do not trust this dog." This dog, specifically. He cannot be trusted. Please, do not trust this dog. Oh man, that isn't very nice at all. Yeah, why does this poster say you can't be trusted? But they're illegal, so I'm gonna be banned from everything. Oh fuck. Yeah, you're a good dog. Thank you. Not just a good dog, the best dog. This is my favorite. I love this game so much. That's gonna be hefty though. I'm gonna have to give him one of the passports, which means I'm gonna have to do the things. And I don't even remember where I saw them here. Oh yeah, I wanted to do this too. I wanted to do it. See, look. Now that's an album cover. So full disclosure, still don't know what right click does. It just like makes me do a Minecraft block hit. I got no clue what. Radical Samantha. Look at this goofy like roast beef face. Yo, Radical Samantha's popping off. I'll be back, I promise. I just want to make sure, okay. I wanted to orient myself because I thought that was the flower shop. Wanted to make sure. As you can see, this is a disturbingly primary colored establishment because we're in the technology business. Okay, real talk, why is that so like that's a little too real to even be funny. I gotta take another drink of water. Oh, I feel like my throat's going downhill fast. It's fine. I'm still practicing like talking a lot for long amounts of time. I'll get it eventually. I'll get less dry, more moist. I gotta get more moist. I assume you want to possess the wonder of an incredible, all-powerful smartphone. Sure. Smartphones are sick. Here you go. Okay, with a quick in and out. Where's there's that's the only one that makes sound. Never mind. Oh! Didn't know that was a thing. Now I know. Okay, so I guess this is just used stuff, but like certain things. So this must be the infamous, Billy? Whatever this cow's name was supposed to be. I somehow missed that. Or no, I guess I kinda saw it, but I didn't, like, properly acknowledge it. Okay, repeat. Is this, like, procedurally generated? That would be insane if, like, this was different next time I played it, you know? But I don't know, this kind of, like, all the shops being here again and stuff reminded me of, like, procedural generation. And then how did I open it last time? Let me, whoa. The same as last time. Click. Oh! Maybe I don't remember. This is a... I hope you repeat that, because I did not read it. I thought it was just a repeat of the last dialogue. So it's not gonna say the same thing. Next time, though. Keep rocking it, buddy. Okay, I have no idea how I opened it last time. I don't even have a guess, I don't think. Oh my god. You can't have that happen and not pet them, right? Okay, are these gonna be repeats as well, or are these gonna be like new places? Actually, I've already been over here, haven't I? No, this is just a... No, I saw the muscular dog in the Pebuffstrian somewhere else, didn't I? That was a different one. I'm confused. I'm no longer 100%. A guy asked me to shake once. I kinda sorta broke his paw by some accident. I mean, by accident. There was no some there. I love these dogs too. I love them all. I'm sorry. I can't help it. Little droopy face. And white concerned looking eyebrows. Little tiny, short. This happened 7 years ago and it still haunts me, bro. Aw, he looks like he's deep in reflection about it too. There you go. Oh, I'll make you Oh my god, Gorby is the perfect name, too. Oh my god. Yo, Gorby rules. Hi, nice to meet you. This is a gift shop. A, space-themed one. Want a souvenir? Sure, I'll take a souvenir. Thanks. Here you go. Yo. Oh, that's... Okay. With the... Why? I have questions again. Why is it permanently firing? Why is it turned the wrong way? Why did this dog in a space-themed shop have an actual gun? Why is it Gorby? I mean, I understand why the name is Gorby, but why does Gorby work there? Ah, Chad Shakespeare. Oh my god, did I pet Gorby? I think I did. I didn't pet second Gorby though. Forsooth, my dude, and welcome. Expanse of my boards, and let me know how I can help. Oh, I just now noticed that. Yeah, how'd you get into the skateboard business? I found within myself a sudden all-consuming lust for carpentry. I also really like wheels. I'm sorry, I just now realized that with me holding this gun, it looks like the dog is holding the gun and is just like, you know, anyway, I started blasting. Oh, that's what I saw from my perspective. I'm sorry. But yeah, also, I really like wheels. Art doth exist, which combines these two titans. I was inspired. My best interest to not ask questions. I pray that you find thine own in due time. Yes, thank you, Chad Shakespeare. That means a lot. I wish I could get a better look at this hat, but I appreciate it for what it is. I see you, hat. Oh yeah, I wanted to get a board. Whoops. I am honored to have your visage smile upon me and stuff. How are ya? Please remember to wear knee pads. I would not wish for thy rad buttocks to be wounded. Aw. He cares. What? Okay. That was not what I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that. I see. I still don't know what any of this means. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Oh, this looks like a different ball thing. Oh, with another buff. Muscled Sandy. Oh, it was so steady for a bit. Balls, balls, balls. It's really so balls are our most popular item. Want one? Yes, please. Alright, catch. Find out how it goes. That's a good one. Oh, it doesn't even squeak or anything. How is this your most popular item? That's this one. Is that like... Yeah, that's a bunch of flight gates. Wow. I guess this game's gonna be bigger than I thought. Jeez. Oh, there's the ball that's too big to play with that the dog was talking about earlier. Yeah, I've talked to you before. I'll do it again. Okay, yeah, different dialogue. Gonna be honest, I am completely lost right now. Okay, that's all. I hope you find your way. That's still glowing. What does this do? Maybe I should have been doing this with all of the dogs. Oh my god, I could spend a very, very, very long time playing this. I had 2 games in mind to play, and then, yeah. It's only been this thus far, I'm sorry. There's something, like, really weirdly enticing about it. It's, like, just my speed. The humor actually lands for me. Got a bunch of cute dogs. It seems like it's deceptively kind of expansive, you know, like the world and everything. Because, I mean, if I've got all those areas, all this area, and how I've been playing is how I typically play games in general. I like taking my time and, you know, exploring the environments and seeing what's what, and where's who and why is how, stuff like that. I love fully admiring a game. It's like a unique medium of art. Aha, this is a thing. Didn't even see the dog, which is really cool. With your head all in the sky like that. Want an umbrella? Yeah. You want an umbrella? You get an umbrella. Whoa. Good luck out there, thanks. This NPC was brought to you by Todd Howard. Oh, look at the little guy. But what am I supposed to spend it on? I can't wear anything here. I'll take one shirt, pair of shoes, whatever you're selling here. We sell shoes. The last delicacy. The good stuff. Yeah, I'll take one of the good stuff then. Excellent choice. So yeah, immediately pointing this out, by the way. Only sells shoes. Okay. I have to go leave this a positive review on Steam. This game fucking rules. I'm glad I went into it blind. I didn't know what to expect, so this is delightful. Welcome to the light show. Is that about right? I've enjoyed my share of chandeliers. That's a lie. public menace. I mean, thing about deadlier than shark attacks, plane crashes, and sleeping on banana peels combined. Chandeliers might have destroyed the human race. We don't know. The only reason that a chandelier hangs over our heads as we speak is to tempt fate. That is a horrible sales pitch, I will not lie. Good, because I don't want to sell you a chandelier. I want you to walk out of here with a lamp. Yo. Solid, dependable, can be used to light up dark sections of an airport or find secrets. It's nice to have a lamp around. Again, no S at the end of evils. I just did it. You convinced me. Get me a lamp. Stay safe out there. Yes, lamp. Textureless lamp. Okay, I need to get rid of some of this money. I have to toggle through like 5 things. There we go. Oh. There. I mean, do dogs even like have a reason to need money anyway? I mean, as if dog logic is actually going to help me in this game, but exhausted Eddie. As he's like energetically bolting towards the camera. I'm exhausted Eddie, and oh boy have I got deals for you. Actively giving away beds, literally giving them away. It's fantastic. These beds just once will make 5 hours go by instantly. Do you feel rested? No. Do you feel happy? Absolutely not. But you sure did use a bed. You're here for a bed, my friend, and exhausted Eddie can't wait to give you one. I'll take a bed. Great choice. This bed will never satisfy the yawning abyss. I'm exhausted, and I approve this message. What a good a little tiny bed. What? I'm sorry. What the fuck was that? This is so stupid. This whole game. Okay, so it looks like we have 2 new buildings here on this front. You got through the maze. That's neat. But I'm happy to help if there's something I can help with. I'll take the coolest book you have. That's the book I'm looking at now. It makes copies of itself when I'm not looking. That's probably a bad thing, I assume. So, it might be kinda sort of infected with the dark magic. Watch out for that, okay? Well, sick. Just the book I wanted. Get you. You can't like walk against surfaces in there like this. You cannot do that. It was a struggle. But what I do, it's like this is like some type of thing that you do in like Disney Channel, like when they go commercials, shooting magic out of it. Okay, I'm gonna talk to this last dog here. I want to play the other game I had in mind. The idea of playing an instrument more than actually playing it. Wow, why is that so weird? I kid, of course, unless you two know this pain. Yeah, I know that pain. Thank you. Existential crisis. Yeah, haven't I seen you somewhere? Maybe. I was in a band called Ruffled Shirts. Ridiculous. Fun though. You're a former rock star? Wow. Nothing more about it. We had it. You never lose it. Consider me correct? You have a good day, man. No. You have a day that continues without giving me any time. You going to take a plunge for the guitar? Let's do it. My man. Good luck, buddy. My man. Anyway, I could do that for probably hours. Okay. Show me the way back home. I gotta save. I save like a couple times. That's what I do. And then I'm gonna check out my pupper decks again. Oh, that's like an actual not all of these dogs or these dogs thing. David Boney got his own spot. He's got his own spotlight. Why is the pilot way down here? Whatever. Anyway, I'll save one more time for good measure. Those better have saved. Okay, if I break the flow of time, my boarding passes will become invalid. I don't have any here, so haha. Okay, very fun. I'll probably finish that on my own free time. I don't know. I might play it again in some other, stream where I do the whatever Wednesdays. Maybe, possibly, perhaps. But it's fun. I love it. It's great. So yeah, here's another one of my faves as of late. Wobbly Life. So basically kind of akin to Motor Town. That's the other game. It's kind of like that, and you like, you do a bunch of jobs and kind of mess around, make money, buy houses. It's a kind of, just chill type of game. And it's early access, so I'm sure other stuff will be added to it, like the arcade. which says here coming soon. I hope that soon is soon. But yeah, I just figured I'd mess around and do a few jobs here and then call it a night. Hit the hay. Hit the road. Why do both of those sayings include hitting stuff? Everything's just gotta be violent. Okay, first things first, I want a vehicle to make it to a job in decent time. Ideal choice for a vehicle. The Speedster. Here, this is an actual car. That'll do me a little better. Get out of here. I'll park it. Oh yeah, and they drive on the left side of the road, so any small people has trouble recommending, or not recommending. Oh my god, that's not even anywhere close to that word. Recognizing. I guess it's kind of close. Recognizing that I should do that sometimes. Sometimes I'll just instinctually drive on the right side. That drawbridge is actually usually well, let's see, what jobs do I want to do? Well, I'll do the fishing one. Fishing is always great in a game that's in. If the game has fishing, it's bumped up like 200 grades. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, we're fine. It's a very short train. I've actually never seen it up close. I've just always seen it in the distance. Oh man, I should have just gone that way. But I was like, maybe if I drive around, I don't have to get out of my car. Then it would just take longer anyway, so like, why would I be able to do that? Also, I could just, impatience. It's a slayer. I'll do the fishing job because, as I said, fishing's always cool in games. I've never once had fishing in a game that is like, you know, you'd never want to do it. It's always fun. Oh yeah, well, I'll is the man. I'm a wobbly. Wield the wobble. This is one of those games that is really hard to wear myself out on. I can play it for a very, very long time. In fact, I was kind of messing around with the fact of, like, I was messing around with the idea of doing, like, a wobbly Wednesday at first, but then I was like, well, that's going to be kind of, you know, less spontaneous than I wanted. I wanted to, you know, my Wednesdays to, well, be whatever, and that's why they are whatever Wednesdays. Origin stories. As if that was even a story. But yeah, this one is, whoops. I forgot the controls are a little weird there. This Minecraft-ass music. It's so damn relaxing. But yeah, this would, I guess, be considered a wheeled, wobbly, whatever Wednesday. With, well, with wheeled. Oh, whatever, rep, that's totally a fish. Oh, there it goes. I'm pretty sure that would hurt, like, a lot. That's fine, I don't need legs. I think this is gonna be another. I would have preferred a sea urchin. Get the hell out of here. There we go. My first catch. I don't want them up. And I won't tussle, will be fine. Never mind. I don't know if I can sell the sea urchin, so I want to keep it just in case. For as a chance. I can't blink. If I blink, I'll miss the action. You tantalize me. There. I caught a Call of Duty. I like the windmills. Those are a cute touch. I like windmills. Didn't I put you, like, way over here? Just kick the fish. I'm the shame of every fisherman. I don't think they'd treat their fish like that. Oh, sick. Sick catch. Epic. I think I've caught more junk than I have fish. Let me do it. Oh, we did it. There we go, one more. The fishing is one of those things where, like, every time I start it, I'm like, this is a good idea, and then by the fifth one here, I'm usually like, okay, I've had enough of junk catching. It's fun to catch the fish, I just don't want to catch the junk. There we go. All aboard. You gotta be careful of the, the wobbly part of wobbly life. The physics are not generous. Stuff will fly out of your vehicles. You'll have all sorts of chaos. It's kind of almost got, like, on the controls of, like, one of those rage games, you know? Where it's like, this isn't even, like, purposely bad, but it's purposely, like purposely bad stuff that comes to mind is, like, getting over it with bent body and, like, Q-Wop. If that game isn't too old to have as a reference. If anyone even remembers that game anymore. But yeah, those are like bad on purpose to, you know, enrage you and stuff. But with this game, like, they aren't even bad controls, which is why I can't really call them intentionally bad controls, but they're difficult. They're goofy, you know? As you can see how I have to pick the fish up individually and, like, you know, straddle them around with my noodle arms. Whoops. Yep, I sold the sea urchin and now I'm making it awkward. Isn't this how you talk to people? I did get that cash money for that sea urchin. And now I'm about to get this actual cash money. Yay. And by actual cash money, I mean cash money in a video game. But, you know, same thing. I could probably go to the store and show them how much I have in game. And then they'll be like, oh, that's enough to pay for this. I'm sure that would work really well. Wobble. The handling is the thing. It's the best compliment I could give them. But it's wacky. The two comparisons I have to make about this game, interestingly enough, are Simpsons Hit and Run, I think it is, for the color palette. Simpsons anything, really, where it's like vibrant and very colorful. And GTA 3 is the map. That's what it reminds me of for some reason. And it's not even like shaped like it or anything, but like in construct, I guess, like how it's put together and stuff. It reminds me of GTA 3, like that version of what it is, where it's like it's big enough, you know. It's not super big, but it's big enough, and it puts stuff in the world. There's like a bunch of jobs, a bunch of houses to get, which I always love being game that gives me houses to get. I've mentioned before that I like games that give you a house in general, but if you have a selection of houses, that's when you know you've got a good fucking game. That's when you know you're in it for the long haul, you know? Because you can like pick where you live. That's just cool. I love it. And it gives like its own touch of customization. And I'm really big into customization. Where was the so there's a specific vehicle I guess to take to this job to carry out the fat stacks on the head. Not this lumberjack job, though. That one's tough. See what I mean? They're intentionally wonky controls, but you can master them. It just takes a bit of a attempt, you know? Getting used to them. My supervisor says we need to knock this house down and start again. This one's great because it's kind of like 3 jobs in one. And they're fun to get. Job's right, it leaves me to hang. His face pointing into the remains of the ceiling. Not big enough to be super effective. This one's the fun one. It activates dumb actually for me. I should delete the construction worker just so I can use one of these. And if I'm not allowed to use one of them, I'm out. Stuck. I'm unstuck. There, I'm unstuck. Alright, so that was the 1 out of 3 jobs that this gives. That's one of the reasons I like this job, because it's got like variety. And you can just like stay in this one spot and do it. Do it over and over and over. And it's a decent moneymaker. Not the world's best probably, but it's fun. And that's what matters. We recycle all our building materials. It helps keep costs down. Oh yeah, over here. It's kind of hard to hold 2 different things, because sometimes your other hand, when you're trying to grab something, it wants to grab the first thing you grabbed, and then you're just double fisted. That screen shape makes that very intense. Trying to shape. Trying to close. Cutting my clothes. That's what people do, right? Even in Skyrim. So with this machine, could you not imagine like some, classical music playing in the background, like the little Looney Tunes, like I could totally imagine it. This one feels the slowest. No matter how fast I go, I can't really spin that. It's kind of an awkward angle. Rotating the right stick clockwise is very difficult for me. Out of, I think, all of the stick movements. Oh yeah, there's also a designated ragdoll button, which any game that does that is okay in my opinion. Straight jumping. Straight jumping. This looks natural. Just another day at work. The destruction one is my favorite of these 3, though, I do have to say. So I started strong. Why can I do this? I didn't even try this until now. Why is that a thing? That's ridiculous. Okay, yeah, this one is probably the toughest just because of the physics. The involved physics. I like taking two at a time because, you know, they dissipate, so it takes a bit longer for them to dissipate. And then I go around toting two hammers so I can do the buildy thing. As you'll see here shortly. But yeah, see, this is the tough part. We're trying to slip through doorways. You get it a bit, but you really have to put the wobble and wobbly like. Whoops! How did I even do that? You guys just, you know, jamming out, listening to music. Oh! That looked painful. All the way over here. They give you plenty of time too. These are all timed, but this job is just like very chill. You basically have to try in order to run out of time. Oh right. I was like, where's it finished? Duh, because I didn't finish it yet. I got a hammer. You just gotta hit each one of these 3 times, but I really like just going full spaghetti and rapid firing. I save the inside for last because it's all these doorways. Tough, man. There we go. Whoop. Good work. Okay, thanks. Way to kick me out immediately. Oh, just give me... There we go. I got that bag. Right, I'll tear this down again. Because it's fun. As I said, it's my favorite of the 3. So I'll treat myself. Wait a damn second. Where did the bulldozer go? Not the bulldozer, the wrecking ball thing. I was just singing its praises. Cannot believe it left me that time of day. I think it probably despawned because of being too close to the house when it was in a certain phase or something. It's whatever, these are fun to mess around with too. I'll get over your betrayal, wrecking ball thing. I don't even know what those things are actually called. I know the, or at least I'm pretty sure the actual thing that destroyed is called a wrecking ball, but I don't know the name of the vehicle. I got bombs for days. I almost left that one there and then blew myself up. That would have been awful embarrassing. That is a strong door. I gotta take two, you know? That's the only way to do it. There, that's all I'll do. I'll turn in the money. Man, that would be terrifying to see in real life. A vehicle this large going into a parking lot that fast. Just with money in the back. Here we go. Pretty sure I'm gonna break the next 1,000. Yeah. Oh, feels good. So yeah, I basically showed you the entire game. There's other jobs and stuff and like houses you can buy as I said. It's just kind of like a, you know, mess around time. Mess around chill time. It's fun. As I said earlier, that arcade is, when they say soon, it means soon. We love arcade. Oh yeah, there is something else these games. They're kind of a mystery, at least to me. But I'm gonna have to probably get a helicopter to showcase them. I think that would be the best method of transport. Uh-oh. That was the exact opposite of what I wanted that to happen, to do when it happened, towards English. There we go. Let me see. Okay, first of all, there is yeah, I'll go this way first. Give you the grand tour. So there's a museum here with a bunch of hidden artifacts and stuff you can find in the world. So it's kind of like a more validated, like, open world collective thing, which I know is not the world's best sales pitch, but if you like collecting stuff, you're covered. Absolutely covered. Oh geez, that's a book. The camera is still a little work in progress, we shall say. That's the nice way to put it. It's not great. Yeah, I'm alright. It just takes forever. I'll take an in-flight chug of water. Look at this neighborhood though, like this area. Doesn't it look kind of like nice, even though it's really relatively rudimental, I don't even know if that's a word. Rudimentary graphics. They're kind of like, you know, cartoonish and all that, but it looks lovely because of all the colors, you know? And simple stuff can look cool. It can look good. And great. Minecraft can. But yeah, this here is the jungle island thing. I think there's a name for it, but I don't know. it's kind of got like some mysterious stuff. There's this temple here that you can go through, which kind of has some like puzzles. It's pretty fun to go through. There's I'm pretty sure a bunch of other hidden stuff here. But one of the things I wanted to point out is there's little things like this in the map. You can only see them when you're like close up, or like you can kind of see them out here, but it's difficult. There's things like that in the map, and there's one here as well. Kind of here-ish, but they're usually more subtle, and I can show you what they are. But they're kind of like I don't know, they have this weird, like, mysterious thing to them. And they're, like, always out here by the water, at least the ones I have seen. So they're kind of like this, like, off the shore or whatever. Or on the shore, I guess. I don't know, here, by water. Now get me out of here. I forgot the button. And then, like, every single one of these that you go into, there's, like, this one is kind of like an obstacle course. There's one that's, like, a puzzle that I've encountered. There's one that's just, like, a thing with an item slot, and you, like, clearly have to put some item in that, but I don't know what. So, like, there's a bunch of those that are just, like, hidden around the thing, so it's kind of got, like, even though this is, like, a simple, like, basic on the surface type of game, it's still got, like, you know, some secrets and things up the sleeves. Words are getting harder now. We've got this nice little delightful snowy peak with, I also have to point this out, ridiculously unneeded good snow physics. Just gotta make it over. Like, look at this. They didn't need to do this. They could have just made it like, they could have made all the snow like this, the, you know, more shallow and solidified type of snow. But they didn't. And even in, like, vehicles and stuff, it'll, I gotta go over its vehicle. See? I just noticed this hidden present, too. There's a lot of those, and they are sometimes in very obscure places. But, you know, if you've played any open world, you're kind of somewhat introduced to those already. They're a mainstay. Wait a second. I don't think that I've gone up here yet, have I? Because there's gotta be like a nice big juicy president here too. And I ain't talking president. Oh. I guess I can't. These guys here with the exclamation marks are the... Oh, these are the jobs, never mind. But there's also even like kind of missions, I guess you could say. They're not like in-depth, don't expect like a story or anything, but they give you some extra stuff to do as well. But anyway, I don't know why I'm sitting here talking about this game like I'm trying to sell it or something. I kind of wanted to give you a rundown though, you know, in case you're curious about the game. Oh, this takes so much longer to descend than it does to ascend. Oh yeah, here's the posh, rich houses. These are the most expensive houses. And I'm trying to work up to get one of them. They all have like major selling points, like this one has... Ooh, a peasant. Oh, I don't earn that though. If I fly in, haven't even bought the house all that. But yeah, this has a maze. It has big ass chests. Which I mean, like, whose ideal house wouldn't have big ass chests? This one just looks so spacious. From out here, you can see that it has like a gym on the top floor and a helipad. This is like ultimate spying on the neighbor's territory. This one has a telescope. A little tiny pond, which I don't know why you'd need a pond if you have this. You know, I wouldn't judge. You can do whatever. Same with the pool. You could just, I don't know, maybe no swimming allowed. And I dig the tennis court. Oh yeah, and a little tiny hot tub too, so that's 3 bodies of water available right to you, right to your doorstep. I'm gonna make some damn burgers. I'm gonna make a U-turn and then make some burgers. Then I'll be satisfied. There it is, this is my stop. Bon voyage. Oh. Never mind. Come with, that's fine too. I do like this one because it kind of showcases the aspect of the silly controls, and it's a good challenge, but it's not like too hard or too easy. It strikes a good medium with me, you know? Although sometimes you get caught up in trying to push the button and you can't push the button, and it does get a little frustrating then. Sometimes it's genuinely not your fault. It's just the controls. They do their best. Slam dunk burger. I hope that carries it. Of course, Mr. Big Meats. You know what's interesting is I used to absolutely love like double and triple burgers. Nowadays it kind of seems like if I have the choice, I prefer like usually a double, I'd say, but triple's like way too much meat for me, and even sometimes double is. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm like a kind of pseudo carnivore, but I don't know. I guess I'm slowed down with the whole meat thing. I'll still eat it, of course, but whoa, hey. Someone order a poltergeist burger? Another one, of course. But yeah, same with cheese too. I usually actually don't even like cheese in my burgers. I do sometimes, but I usually prefer them without cheese. I used to love cheese on burgers. Although, you know, depending on the type, I could bear more or less cheese. Then, oh my god, I need one of the buns, please. Let me grab you buns. Please, I need... Oh, get out of here. I think I keep accidentally double grabbing this. There, problem solved. Take your frickin' cheese. I'm probably gonna lose because of that. It took so long. Okay, please just be like a basic burger. I am not happy. still need to get like 2 things. Just cooperate. I think it was a tomato, right? I was gonna say, sure hope so. It's gonna be a buzzer beater. I really have to, come to Papa. Hell yeah. Come on, no! You can't do this to me. Why? Yo, that sucks. I'm so upset. I fucking want this money. Did I earn it? Oh, I can't sit here? Fine. Yeah, I'm hoping, like, arcade machines like this will be functional at some point. That would be really cool. I want to play you! But anyway, I guess I'm gonna conclude my stream here. I'm going downhill real fast. Full speed, baby, in a very fast vehicle. The vehicle that is, just playing games. So it's fine, don't worry, no risk. So yeah, I don't know what to say. I love you so much for checking out anything I'm doing. I value you greatly. You're awesome. Whoever you are awesome. And, I guess other than that, just bye. Bye!